Greetings of peace, a very warm welcome, and good evening to everyone. This evening is very special because we are going to be addressing a very special theme, which is about Diwali, Rekindle Your Flame. And it's even going to be more special because we are very fortunate to have Sudesh Didi with us, who is going to be sharing her thoughts about this theme. So I want you to all, sit back, relax, and enjoy the session. I'll see you after the session with a few more announcements. But just to remind that there's a very special event happening tomorrow for youth and for everybody, all ages. So don't miss that out. And also wishing you all a very, very happy Diwali from all of us at Inner Space Wembley. And for some of you, it may be even the new year. So wishing you a very happy new year too. So sit back, enjoy and relax.
सुख शांति और प्रेम की स्वर्णिम दुनिया आई दिवाली रोशनी लाई जिंदगी गाई खुशियां ही आई होगा ये नया आसमान ये ज़मीन हम तुम मिलकर लाएंगे वो दुनिया यही हैप्पी दिवाली तो बाद मिले रूबरू ईश्वर से दिव्य गुण से सजाया हमें जो मानव से देव बने जीवन गुलजार बने अब ना होगा कोई दुखी संसार में खुशियाँ ही खुशियाँ छाएगी बहार में हैप्पी दिवाली दिवाली हैप्पी दिवाली
Happy Diwali. Greetings of lights. Deepavali, the line of lights. Today, we are celebrating the festival of lights, and I am asked to speak about rekindling the flame. So what is the difference between Diwali, lightning diya, earthen lamp, light and flame. Igniting our light. Which light we need to ignite? Which light? And especially Diwali is celebrated on the dark night. So when there is night, there is importance of light. And that light in the dark night, even a small candle, torch light, a matchstick's light is lit, draws attention. So light means which is the contrast of darkness. So we need to ignite the light when there is darkness. But Diwali day is not only celebrated only in the nights. This Diwali is celebrated for 5 to 7 days. And so the significance of the light is the living light which guides the life. Daytime, when the light is lit, you light a candle. Would your candle be visible? Midday, when the sun is shining, you can light maybe 100 candle or 1,000 candle on your roof. From a distance, this light is merged. You don't see. But if it is a dark night, even a tiny star is shining. You can see the beauty. So when we say at this moment we are celebrating Diwali, it is a time when there is darkness or fear everywhere. And so certainly the festival of light is the light of joy. And in order to bring in our life joy, fearlessness, courage to come into action, celebrate with each other. When there is happiness, then certainly lights are lit. When there is a worship, some kind of special, significant religious festival is taking place, light is lit. When someone departs, also light is lit. And in the dark, every day, we are in the night, we need light. So there's a difference between the sunlight, which is the power of the nature, the power of this planet. It is the light which gives warmth to everyone. It gives the energy for the plants. So this light of the sun is so divine that we call it deity God. But then this light, we don't need to kindle it. This light is a gift from the eternal nature. It's a natural light. Daylight, natural light is called. And in the night, you ignite light. We don't need to ignite the sunlight. It exists It goes in day and night cycle, but it never finishes. The day somewhere is day, at other place it is night, but the sun doesn't reduces its light. The sun's light continues at different places, morning, afternoon, evening, night. We feel it, the light is becoming less, but the sun is constant. This is why it is called, amongst the 5 elements, the power, earth, water, fire, air, ether, and in that beautiful sky, the sun is beautiful light for this world stage, powerful light where we can act on this world drama stage, where our plants can grow, animals can, everyone can draw this energy. So this is the energy of matter, sunlight. Then when we are lighting the candle, so candle is also, it's the supposed to be light, but we call candle light. Candle itself is not light. Only when you strike a match or you use a lighter, then this wax is supporting the candle to lit, and wick thread is becoming a flame. So now there is a difference between light, candle, and candle light. But when this candle light is lit, we can blow out whenever we want. We can ignite it whenever we want. We need it, we keep the light on. When it is sunshine, we say, please switch off the light. So light, another type of light, is electricity, the light we need, and we have our control of switching it on, switching off. So it is connected with the generator. Electric light, candle light. But this is what we can ignite and we can connect. But what it is that we are speaking about, igniting the light, inner light. And that inner light is inner flame, inner light. What is inner light? Is there inside a candle is lighting? Is there, or is there is a bulb connected? In dead body or in a living body, is not this kind of light, of electric light, or the light of a candle or light of a diya. In early days, people used to ignite this diya lamp on a pot in a earthen shape container is made, and then it is kept a cotton wool wick in it, oil is put in it, or ghee is put in it, poured in it, and then you ignite that light. But when we are speaking about the real light, when we are speaking about the inner light, when we are speaking about the eternal light, that is what, in fact, a real light in life. And it is remembered, the living energy within each one of us in this earthen container, earth. It's why somebody leaves the body, they say earth to earth. So body is an earthen diya, and the soul is the living light. When it is said, when light is gone, the life is gone. So light is the life. And when that life is there, this inner light, eternal light. So what does its light contain? What kind of energy this light is? This is not the electric light. This is not the generated by generator or light. It is not the light of candle or a battery. We can use our phone light, lighter light. What is this light? Candle can be created, but this light which is within us, it does not need to be created. It exists forever. It is the immortal light, the light of truth, the light of love, the light of purity, the light of peace, the light of benevolence, the light of happiness, light of kindness. This eternal light is known as the soul. That's why in our life we want to lit this all different flames. So this flame which is remembered, even people leave the body after they have left the body. In their memory, we kindle the light. We light. We always ignite the candles, light candles. In front of the deities, divine beings, we light candle. For prayer, some people light candle. But this is something which is invisible energy. You cannot touch it. But other light, you can touch it, but you need a protection power on it. You can see the light, but inner light you cannot see. And yet you can see the importance, why it is important. We want to see that light. And that's why if we want to ignite the light, because just like when we celebrate Diwali, we want to see the beauty of the light, sparkle of the flame of the candle lights or diya light. So this actually external light, Diwali, which is actually the sign of victory, freedom after bondage. Sita was liberated from jail of Ravan. In Sikh religion also, this is celebrated because it was freedom from prison. And then with great hero, became free and liberated others as well. In the same way, in scriptures, that there were the daughters of a rishi, Kanya, and Narkasur, one devil. He was the devil of darkness, devil of hell, king, troubled so many, tortured many people, kept them in their prison, and then deities ask help of God. Rishis ask help of God. And they say then the supreme divine energy killed this Narkasur, the devil, and these princes were liberated and they became queens. Another side is another same story but in different versions. Sita was trapped. Sita was kidnapped by Ravan, was put in his prison, and Rama related him, and then came back from forest, and then the kingdom that was waiting for him. After 14 years, when he returned back after victory and with Sita and Lakshman, the whole city ignited lights in his welcome, in joy and happiness. This is also celebrated when farmers have their harvest ready. They want to offer it to nature, they want to offer it to God. It is Thanksgiving Day as well. To nature, to God, and also congratulations and celebration for those who have worked hard in the fields. So its meaning is, it is a festival of self-respect. It is a festival to getting self-sovereignty, the kingdom for the self and ruling over the self before we rule on others. But in a memory, in a practical celebration that we are celebrating, is igniting light which is visible, which one night is on, after few hours light disappears. But igniting the flame, the soul, is it in fact never dies, it never goes off, out or off, but it becomes dim. And we need to rekindle it. Means re-power it. Because it is there, it is just like the sun, just like the moon. In 15 days, gradually the light diminishes, which is a cycle of waning the moon, waxing moon, and gradually a time comes when dark night, the light is very lit, very little, just a crescent, and it is called dark night, Amavasya. And then gradually the light grows, as it increases, it is called perfection, perfect night, Puranmasi, means completely darkness is dispelled and moon is full. 16 celestial degrees complete, 100% round. It has no more margin more to increase the light. And it is a cycle of come, increase and decrease, increase and decrease. So this is matter, an example of the moonlight becoming full and dim. There is an eternal light of our life, because we ourselves are life. And so here, if we want to celebrate Sada Diwali, everyday Diwali, everyday happiness, everyday prosperity, everyday generosity, everyday harmony and happiness, then we need to ignite our inner light. And in light, light is the power to see. You cannot see that inner light, but inner light gives the power to see. Inner light gives the power to hear. This light actually gives the organs to the body. With that, all our physical organs automatically begin to function. Just like when you are connected with the generator, all your equipments begin to function. As soon as the electricity is off, no matter how big quality machinery is there, it will not function. And so is this. If I am not aware of my true self, then these physical organs cannot function properly. And when this light is gone out, the body is dead. So it is important that we are aware of our inner light. And that is real happiness, happy life, happy family, happy our relationships. There's no fear at all because there's no darkness. It is darkness at this moment in the world, in society, corruption, weaknesses, vices. So, who has created this darkness that we have to be careful? So, in fact, ignorance is the root cause of all sufferings. And so, because we want to bring light in our life, it is important that we need to rekindle. This candle is there, but in fact, it's become dim. And so, it means to know myself. Light will help you to see, act, find out things properly, discriminate between right and wrong, choose what you want to choose. Real and artificial can be seen in a very clear light. And so it is important to find out the truth of our life so that we become victorious. We get true freedom in our life. And so this is the inner light, the true light, the eternal light is you, me, and all living beings. It is a pure metaphysical energy. It is in this body. You are not this body. You are, it is just like a container. Just like the candle is kept in something, or a base is needed to keep a jewel or put the candle. In the same way, the soul is in the body, expressing itself through the body, experiencing itself through the body, and that is you, the living light. And when you are enlightened, so in fact, I would say, enlighten the light. Light is there, it's not switched off. You are ever there, but it is the question of enlighten yourself. And that enlightenment is called real Diwali. Which light then? This then light lights the light of others. So that's why one diya, when it is lit, it's always lighting the other diya. And so it is actually, once again, finding connection with my own self and also connection with the supreme light, eternal light, the supreme soul. So this inner light is we, the living lights of life, souls. Now, it is not prepared with wax. It is not prepared with electric connections or with generator. But it exists as light in our life because whenever we want to see something, we say, please, can you throw some light on it? So what is this light? This is the light of knowledge. Ignorance is the root cause of all sufferings. Ignorance is darkness and knowledge is light. And to know yourself, who you are, what you are, how you function, where have you come from, what is my purpose here? To be on this planet. And if I want to go to my original place where I existed, how should I go back? I need this light. And so this is why it is guiding light. But first thing is, we are celebrating Diwali, and to make it forever, we need to awaken ourselves. And it is just like when the morning sun is shining, you say, please wake up, the sun is shining. And now we have to awaken from the dark night of ignorance with the light of self-realization. It is the light of self-realization. Self, to realize the reality of myself. How do I exist here? Why I am existing here? What is the purpose of my life? And we can, who am I? What am I? To know the difference between my and I. Just like there's a difference between the earthen container or the flame, wick in it, and oil or ghee in it. So body and the soul are two separate energies. Body is made of matter, composed of molecules, chemicals, etc. 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, right? Molecules, etc. This is body is made of this thing. But the soul is not made of anything of this matter. It's metaphysical energy. Invisible energy, metaphysical energy, but very much visible, because when the soul is in it, we are alive. The soul is gone, the body is dead. And so now, in order to have the knowledge of this light, it means realize and experience is knowledge. I know what it is. You have experienced something, then you say no. Otherwise, you have only information. Information, when you take interest to go into it, it becomes knowledge. When you experiment it and you begin to experience it, you say, yes, I know. So that is knowing, the ability to know yourself. And that's why when we understand something very clearly, we say, yes, oh, I know. When you are sure about something, you say, I know. So it is surety, security, and realization of the self that I am a living light, you are a living light. Once again, what is this light? What is gone out of the body? That it has become darkness in life. And then this body, which was functioning so beautifully, wonderful machinery, we have to put it in the dark. We put in a grave when there is complete darkness. Meaning, when the light is gone, the body is only in the darkness. But because it is a flame, fire, then some people think, okay, the body should go, it's also in the fire. Some people think because in the body, it's 80%, 90% is water and blood. So they put the bones in the Ganges. So some memories are kept, but there's no light in the life. And so I, the soul, you, the living energy, are this living lamp, living light. And when you light a candle, when it's lit, what it is emerged in it. So when you are enlightened, what it is that emerge, that energy in you, which in you, but you are invoking and emerging again. Just like a candle has the power of light, but you have to ignite it. In the same way, when the light is lit, then 3 powers are in it. 3 things emerge in it. First thing is the light. Setting thing, you put the finger on it, the candle, it will burn your finger. It's fire in it. And third frame is the shaping of form, of flame. So it is then, it radiate this light. So igniting my flame or kindle my flame is that vibrate that energy, spread that warmth, dispel the darkness of ignorance of light, of darkness, ignorance of not knowing myself, not understanding each other. And so in this, just like a candle is lit, Three things emerge in automatically. In the same way, when we become aware of our own selves, we know there are three powers in me. What are these three things? It's the power of my thinking. When I'm a living being, I'm thinking. And how do I think? As your thoughts, my thoughts in my mind. I want peace of mind. So this power which is in you, it is mind is and heart is separate. You are not thinking with the heart, but you think, you feel with your heart. You say, I am feeling it. But in fact, the soul is feeling, and impact is on the heart of palpitation. Depends. If it's fear, how your palpitation is taking place. If you are brave, courageous, what kind of palpitation is there? When you are enthusiastic. So this is the impact on the body. The flame is giving its energy around. And so soul consists of three powers: the mind, the intellect. So intellect means it gives understanding. Intellect, with intellect you understand. You discriminate between right and wrong, and you decide what I have to do. And then you perform action based on which qualities are with personality: knowledge, peace, love, happiness, wisdom, truth, generosity, friendship, acceptance, appreciation. This becomes your personality. That's the flame igniting and generating the energy. But these three things are not separate. These are the functions or the powers or the organs or anatomy of the soul. These are three energies are inseparable. Like when the candle light is lit, three emerge. When you switch off, all three disappeared. Light is gone, fire is also gone, and flame is also finished. In the same way, when the light is gone, the soul is gone, the heart is in the body, but mind is not there. Can you think a dead body is thinking? The brain is there, but intellect, understanding, discrimination, decision is not there. So brain is the part organ of the body, and the intellect is the organ or the energy of the soul. The more divine it is, the more enlightened it is, the more aware of the self it is, the more faith in the self it is. You become determined mind, decision, clear understanding, and then courage, confidence, love, power. This is personality of you. So physical organs are there. We say, oh, this person was so kind. He was so loving. She was so beautiful. She was so cooperative. Who? She. The body is still there. So the soul. So Sachi Diwali, true Diwali, if you want to celebrate, it is enlighten yourself. How to ignite it? You need a spark. You need some, and that is what it is. In Diwali, they make Diwali, many, many lights, but they must have a big diva, big light. And God is known as the supreme light, supreme soul. And so have yoga with the supreme being, the supreme soul is called true Diwali. Ignite, it is how we can ignite our flame and dispel the darkness in this society, whatever it is happening now. Depression, fear, tension, financial crisis, relationships conflict, and everywhere despair, fear, insecurity. And so, in order to maintain this inner light lit, what are you? These three powers: metaphysical being of light, mind, intellect, and personality. This is what your flame. But this flame can be constantly maintained lit, is just like when you have to have other light, this light lit, you need a connection constant. If your connection is broken, the light is there, but it's dead. If you want, your wire is cut off, no matter how much you try to bring light, you would say the power is gone, the light is off. So you need to connect these two electric wires, remove the rubber insulation on it, and you connect with the electric wire again with copper. Energy comes back. So in the soul, its power is there. So we need to connect ourselves with the Supreme Being, the generator, God, G-O-D, G-O-D, God is not a human being. Is a generator giving the energy to the souls who are functioning in this body through this wonderful instrument. So G for generator, O for operator. Now he gives the wisdom, knowledge, how to operate it. And D for dispeller of darkness and despair. Power to transformation without any struggle. Rama had to fight Ravan. Krishna had to fight Kans, the stories about it. Many warriors have to fight the enemy. But light, when it's real existence, it does not have to fight with the darkness. Light never fights with the darkness. As soon as light is lit, darkness is dispelled. But if I only have a picture of the light, maybe sunlight, I don't see any light in my room, a beautiful scenery of sunlight, but it is darkness. I can have a beautiful scenery of the ocean, but I cannot swim in it. So if I only use the words light, it does not ignite you. It is the knowledge. So Supreme Soul, when our connection is made with Him, yoga is there. It is just like you pour oil in this lamp, the light continues. And so continues to give light to others, vibrates energy. And so you need knowledge, the light of knowledge. But this light of knowledge is very cool knowledge. It does not have fire, but it is a deep desire, power to do something. That's why fire is considered as power. It's the fire of love. To destroy all obstacles in life. Love for yourself, love for each other, and love, true selfless spiritual love with God, and selfless love for others. And that is the spiritual pure love. And then the light radiates, vibrates, dispels conflicts, confusion, violence, selfishness, then it's true Diwali. But it has to keep constantly. You need to have knowledge. And then this light of knowledge is actually relationship with the Supreme Soul. Yoga with the Supreme Being brings light of peace, light of love, light of happiness, light of purity, light of benevolence, light of double non-violence. Benevolence, benevolence, benevolence. Giving happiness to everyone. So what this light gives the power? The first thing is, it does not fight with others, but it conquers the demon which is inside. The negative forces that we have developed inside. The life was a garden. It has become a forest. And thorns all around. And so this fire of godly love, power, burns this forest of the demon's qualities, because demon gave sorrow, deity, divine beings give happiness. Devils means causes sorrow. And deity, angels give. So not only you, the soul, become light, your body becomes free from the bondage of karmic accounts. And you are able to actually keep this celebrating. So this is why celebration is actually not one day, but 5 days. In order to have constant lit, it is 7 days celebrated. And 7 days means repetition of 7 days. Continue to have. And so in order to keep this Diwali light lit ever, so it means I need to keep this light on. Because first day of the Diwali, they always, before they celebrate, before the Diwali, they always make everything clean. The dust should go, the rubbish should go away, everything should be fresh. And so just like we clean new whitewash, a beautiful atmosphere, have freshness, not only the room where we are living, but the room where I am living. So my windows are clean. It is transparent what is inside, what is outside. Others can also read what I am thinking, and I can also convey what good wishes and love and feelings of benevolence I have. There are no spots on windows. So inner eyesight, eyes are the windows. It is said, face is the index of mind, and eyes are the windows of the soul. So cleaning, keeping the windows very clean, very pure, decorated with this spiritual light of knowledge, of purity, of peace. Ventilator. These ears are ventilator, news coming here, air coming from clean, not taking interest in false things, not to be influenced by that. Door, come, and beautiful resident place to feel everything good. So let me clean my own consciousness, my mind, my intellect, and my personality. So when cleanliness take place, cleanliness is next to godliness. So this is why they celebrate different days. They celebrate first day, Dhanteras, means the day of bringing wealth. They bring some gold in house, some silver. According to capacity, they buy valuable things. And in fact, it is the celebrating Diwali means bring values in your life and perform valuable actions. So this is why the wealth comes. We think of paper money coming. But no, the meaning was that our gold is always considered valuable and pure. Alloys can be removed from the gold. And when the fire of love and this light is ignited, then this alloy impurity that is mixed in our consciousness of body, instead of thinking, I am a soul, I begin to feel myself as body, identify myself with body, with bodily influences, worldly attractions, temptations, then desires increase, lust increases. The lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego. These vices, these devils, create darkness. And when inner power is increasing, the wealth of wisdom is increasing, values are increasing, you destroy these negative forces which are called undivine, devilish traits. So it is a fight between good and bad, truth and falsehood. Truth does not need to prove itself. It works and it is proved. And so what happens? Then one day in Diwali, they celebrate Roop Chaudas, means the beauty of themselves. And also they destroy this devil of hell and bring the beauty of heaven. They celebrate then Diwali on the 5th day with many kind of celebrations. Preparations are happening in the house beforehand with preparing sweets, salties, everything. So, but when you bring these virtues and values in your life and spiritual powers in your life, when you prepare inside yourself, there's a great joy, because then you taste the happiness, you taste contentment, you taste sweetness. You are like you are eating rasgulla. You are eating an ever happy dil khush mithai. You are preparing such a beautiful sweet box distributing for others. You don't have to buy from anywhere. You have to create yourself. And this is such a wonderful sweet, because it is prepared by the eternal beauty and eternal cook, the soul, the positive thinker who thinks positive, who has a real clear discrimination between right and wrong, the intellect, and who has a personality of divine virtues, values, cooked by you, the soul. This sweet and sweetness you share with others, distribute Diwali sweet. And wonder of this sweet is that it has no expiry date. You can keep long life. And extra wonder is that you are gone. Your sweet box, your name remains eternal, generation after generation. And this is why, even after thousands of years, of Rama is gone and Shri Krishna is gone, but we are still remembering and worshipping the sweetness that they gave, the power they gave, inspired us, the virtues they gave. All the religious founders who came after thousands of years, we are still celebrating their birthday. Because when they created, they prepared this courageous power, courage, confidence, and virtues to give to us. On Diwali day, lots of things are there actually. In some places, they make small, small shops and they worship Ganesha, means destroyer of obstacles. Victory is our birthright, symbol of Shubh Labh, good wishes, good benefit. So I do not go into details now this, but all these symbolic things which are there, which signs are made and models are created, they are actually the morals of life, of divinity. Then Bharat Melap, when it is because it was harmony between brothers meeting again, then we meet with each other, greet each other. Everywhere in every corner of the house is lit. There's no selfish motive. There's no mixed. And so this sweetness is, which does not have ever, does not go bad, does not have bad impressions, bad taste, doesn't it? And it is not harmful either for health. You can imbibe, you can enjoy as much as you, there's no fear of diabetes. So such a sweetness, Diwali is a real, light is lit, then you distribute and share that. And then you meet each other. And next day is another day, sixth day, is called New Year, Saal Mubarak. In Gujarat side they say, congratulations of newness, bringing newness in this world and new qualities, everything new. New Year means past is gone. Even by mistake, if you write instead of 2019 and 2020, even after one day, everybody will remind you, no, it was last year. So past is past. So it is Diwali is actually bringing everything newness in self, transformation, purification. And that's why it is also the day of in everything new. Relations are there, but relationships not with bondage, not with fear, not with extra unnecessary trying to influence them. No control, but harmony and happiness. And that's why this Diwali is that there was harmony again. The kingdom, Ravan was killed, devil was killed, and Rama got the kingdom again. And so in order to get self-sovereignty again, when self-sovereign, we become self-sovereign, then Ram Rajya, the kingdom of happiness comes. That everybody is happy, as are the kings and queens, so are the subjects. The kingdom is not only just people are good, but even the matter, nature, beautiful elements are also good. There's harmony in animals as well. They speak about in New Kingdom of Rama. There was land and in paradise, in happiness. It was land, lion and lamb used to drink water in same pond. Birds, animals, opposite nature creatures live together, and they show a beautiful picture of all the deities. In Hindu system, in Indian culture, there is a beauty. They want to use all different kind of beautiful pictures, metaphor, simile, to show the inner qualities of harmony or happiness, prosperity, generosity, righteousness. So light is dispel the unrighteousness and bring righteousness. Ram Raj, righteous Raj, Raj of kingdom of happiness. You can see the picture of the deities that on one side they show Shankar is sitting, Shankarji, snake around their neck. In Shankar, And then on other side, Vishnu is sitting. Vishnu is riding Garud, and Garud is enemy of snake. So many animals, those who are actually enemy of each other, they become friend. And so with yoga power, when your light is constantly lit, it is not only bringing transformation of you, but in fact it is bringing purification of matter, not only just your inner house or your building. This world where we are living, even 5 elements become Sato Pradhan, perfect beauty, perfect purity. So there is not natural calamities. There is not any disaster in the elements as well. And when there is elements are in harmony, my mind and matter both are in harmony. This is then the world, one government, one kingdom, one language, and that is called the unlimited becomes family together. And so Diwali is a family celebration like Christmas, all together with happy celebration. So once again, I congratulate you to celebrate such a Diwali, to dispel inner darkness and bring about the light in life of purity, peace, love, happiness, truth, benevolence, so that we are able to dispel this fear of this time that is happening, darkness which is happening at this time. Self confidence and courage is there. And when our inner qualities are developed, we are able to take care of our body, we are able to take care of our finances, we are able to take care of our relatives, and we are able to help, give cooperation in every aspect. So then, with many, many lights are lit, inner light, everlasting light. So, everlasting happiness. So, happiness forever by igniting you, the inner light. Just stay in this 1 minute in this consciousness. Think that you are a living light and your base here. See yourself here as a third eye is opened. You are eternal light. Om. I am. I am a being of light. I have taken this body, this instrument, to experience myself and express, share my eternal light. I know I'm not this body. I realize I am a soul. A thinking being, pure mind. positive mind, well-wisher mind. As I think, so shall I become. I think of peace. And feel it. As I breathe in, I breathe in peace. As I breathe out, I vibrate peace. This harmony in inhale and exhale of peace and pure vibrations. I vibrate peace. I vibrate happiness. Let the elements also become perfect in its pure power. Pure energy, clean energy. I share the inner wealth, imperishable wealth, with whomever I have relation, connection, or interaction in my everyday life. I greet with love and respect. With self-respect that I am a pure and peaceful soul. These thoughts generate very powerful vibrations. My mind is like a lake. The waves of bliss, of joy emerging in it. I taste the sweetness of positivity, of contentment, of harmony. I share this sweetness with my unlimited family. I distribute this box of sweetness to all. Happy Diwali. Happy New Year. And happy Bhaiya Dooj, the day of self-sovereignty, the tilak of self-sovereignty. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Bliss. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Wow, what an insightful session. Thank you so much, Sudesh Didi. And I'm sure all of you too will agree with me that there's so much for us to take from it, think about, to contemplate, to put into practice. I'd like to share with you that tomorrow evening also we have a very special event, especially for the youth, but it's open to everyone. The theme that we're going to be taking about is responding to COVID, meeting the needs of our youth. We're going to have a very young panel that's going to be interviewed by Councillor Ketan Seth, followed by sharings from Sister Jayanti plus Q&A with her. So that's 5:30 to 7. So don't miss that out. And next Tuesday, we have same time, 6:45 to 7:45. Another very special theme that we'll be addressing, encountering your ego. And a speaker is going to be Kala Iyengar from US. So I wish you a very good evening. And once again, a very happy Diwali. Stay well, stay safe.